What's up, guys? It is me, Mad Samurai, here for the second half of Gaming with Gold for January 2021. In the first half, we've had quite a good start. We had Little Nightmares and King of Fighters 13. And I really enjoyed those two games. I thought it was a very good start to the new year. And it seems to be carrying on into the second half. Now, the third game of the month is Dead Rising. Originally came out on the Xbox 360. I actually own it. I really enjoyed it, and they've given it to us now. But it's not the Xbox 360 version. It is the kind of remastered version that came out a couple of years ago when they kind of re-released Dead Rising, Dead Rising 2, and the Dead Rising kind of... It wasn't the third one, it was like an extra game. I can't even remember what it was called. I will find out what it is called. And I really enjoyed. I've enjoyed mostly the Dead Rising series. I haven't played the fourth one, which supposedly had a bit of. Not many people liked it that much, supposedly. What was it? Is it Chop Till You Drop? No, it wasn't Chop Till You Drop. Was it Dead Rising 2 Off the Record? That's it. That's what came out. Yeah, it's that one. And I wouldn't really call this a remaster. They just kind of released it on the next gen or current gen, previous gen, or whatever you want to call it now. It is not really that much of a graphical upgrade on this game. But yeah, I remember when this came out, I played the demo, really enjoyed it, found it a lot of fun. I don't think I ever actually fully completed the game. Really, you have, what was it? Was it like technically like 72 hours in the game to kind of get to the end, and it's got a lot of replayability from my memory, but yeah, it was a lot of fun, taking control of Frank West. It was nice for them to do it, and he's had a bit of a weird history, these games, it being, originally this was like exclusive on the Xbox 360. Dead Rising 2 came out on the PS3 and the Xbox 360, and then Dead Rising 3 was exclusive to the Xbox One, and then Dead Rising 4 came out on both systems. So it seems like a franchise that can't make up its mind where it's lying. But anyway, so I'm going to jump in, play this game for a bit, talk about what I do like and don't like, give a final thoughts and give it a thumb score, and I'm going to jump in and start playing it. If you don't mind subscribing to the channel, that'd be great. So let's jump into Dead Rising and see what it's like after all these years. And when I'm looking on its wiki page, wow, 2006 it came out. God, that seems like a lifetime ago, definitely for me. Anyway, let's jump in. I have to say, it would have been nice for them to actually do like a full kind of like remaster, remake of the first two games, even the third game, really, and that extra kind of extra Dead Rising 2 game with Frank West. It would be nice if they actually did a proper full remake of those games. It just would be nice. Even if they released it on Dead Rising 3 on PS4, just like a whole package, even including 4. I don't know why they haven't done that. It would be nice for Capcom to do that. Whether they'll do it, I very, very doubt it. But they are up for doing full-on remakes, as you can see with Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 3, and what they seems to probably going to be doing with Resident Evil 4. It would be nice for them to do that. But even now, it still looks doesn't look too bad now. You know, it's probably just been given a slight little kind of polish to be on the Xbox One. But yeah, it's actually nice that they've given us the actual, if you want to call it a remastered version. I'm not sure if it actually was a remastered version. I should really look. Let's have a little looky look and see. Yeah, it was technically a remastered version. Yeah, I would be interested to see the difference between this, the remastered version, and the original version. It's going to be just a small difference. I think it's not going to be anything that big. Zoom in. Yeah, and it's all about taking pictures. You kind of gain what do you need to kind of like level up and stuff. Oh, and yeah, I just found it just it was a nice, easy game to play. I managed to actually complete Dead Rising 2. I thought that was actually a much better game than the original. So it would actually be quite interesting to see if they, if this is going to be a theme. Are we going to get the other Dead Rising games? Because that would be actually quite interesting to see if we do get that. Come on. Oh yeah. Well, I don't know what I came to take pictures of, but oh, brutal. He's getting. Whoa. Yeah, it was. You know what? It was just a lot of fun of kind of creativity of you creating weapons and just using all different types of things at your disposal to try take out zombies, because you're in a shopping mall. If you don't know, you get put into a shopping mall, so it has a bit of a Dawn of the Dead esque feel to it, which I love. Dawn of the those films, Night of the Living Dead, Dawn of the Dead, Day of the Dead. I love Day of the Dead. It's so good. But yeah, Dawn of the Dead, that is just an excellent film, and it kind of slightly pays a little bit of homage to that one, with it being set in a mall, as you would call it, or in the UK we would call it a shopping centre. But yeah, it is a nice game. Things are looking slightly clearer, I have to say. Oh, damn. Yeah, I did. But yeah, I unfortunately never finished the original. Unlike number 2, where I fully finished that one and really, really enjoyed that one a lot. But yeah, it's nice to kind of be able to kind of dive back into this game. Or what's going on here, eh? Yeah, it's just, I just remember seeing just hordes of zombies, and you've got to just power through them somehow, whether it would be weapons or running past them, or even getting the ability to kind of run across their heads. Come on, just do it. Run around the side of them. Oh, damn. But yeah, I'm actually quite pleased looking at the games that we've got this month. The next game is an original Xbox game, and yeah, we'll talk about more about that when I kind of play that game. I do actually own that game, but I've never actually played it. It's something I managed to kind of get hold of at a decent price. I'm quite happy with. To add to my collection. Oh, here we go. Boom. Yeah, it was just a very wild game this was.
Can you get me on the rooftop of that mall? You gotta be kidding me.
And it's just chaotic to play. It is excellent. Really, it was a bit of a marvel, really, with the amount of characters you could have appear at once without it kind of without the performance of the game going to share. Oh no. Oh crap.
Get us back down to that rooftop. No, I'm gonna get my butt chewed out for this one.
We're going down. Here we go. We're about to start to get into action soon.
You're the reporter, aren't you?
You're the reporter, aren't you?
You came alone. Yeah, I'm freelance. You know, go on the battlefield alone. No crew.
No cool.
So, what's going on around here anyway?
Zombies, mate.
What did you see from the sky? Well,
Yeah, it's a bit of a shame. It's not.
we're just a riot.
It's just it was a simple
Entire area.
remaster.
That is a little extreme, in my opinion. There's something else I can't put my finger on. Doesn't sound like civil disobedience. It's too quiet.
Yeah, it doesn't like civil disobedience at all, mate.
Almost as if everyone's already dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. So why don't you just tell me already? What's going on?
Yeah, I will eventually get round to playing Dead Rising 4. It didn't. I know that didn't really review that well, but I managed to get the copy with all the DLC, which is nice. I got that for a fairly good price. Yeah, I need to get round and actually, when I get time, finish Dead Rising 3 on the Xbox One, because that's a pretty solid game and that looked really good. But yeah, the problem with those games is just like you just get smashed.
Right.
Yeah, we've got a picture of him. Here we go. This is where we save the security of the rest room. And it's all about finding survivors. and you basically fill up this space with survivors. If you did not know. Yeah. And it's where you can get missions and stuff. When you save survivors, they tell you where to go, I'm pretty sure. And it's all about your walkie-talkie, because there's the guy we'll meet soon who's on the other end of the walkie-talkie. He tells you where to go, and everything's got time limits. Boom. I haven't got a clue where I'm going because I cannot remember anything. It would be nice if we had an actual sprint button, which it seems like we don't have. Looks like Frank's hobbling a little bit, maybe he's hurt. Oh yeah. This is what I'm talking about. We're going to get into some right old fun now. Yeah, and the thing with these games, there's the things called the psychos, and they're just these mad little kind of bosses scattered around the game, and you've got to take them out. And some of them are absolutely wild, from my memory. Yeah, just some of them are crazy. Why not? God, you look like a zombie with those eyes. Take a look out there. People who are trying to get into the mall. Oh yeah, some of them do look a bit ugly, but maybe that's a good thing, in a way. Don't ruin my goddamn photo. He's gonna get eaten.
Alright then. Feel like making yourself useful? Take a look around the mall. Bring anything we can use for the barricade.
Yeah, okay. Alright, Jesus. Oh, here we go. Boom. Oh, here we go. Got a trophy. Trophy? I mean, an achievement. Yeah, some of them do look a drama.
Damn it. Every time I come shopping with you, something happens to raise my blood pressure.
What do you mean every time? You don't even...
What's this old man doing, eh?
Stop right there. Do you have any idea what you've done? Why did you summon me to this place? What are you planning? Would you calm down? I don't even know what you're talking about.
He's a bit of a grumpy old man. Oh, I'm sorry, but how can an old woman like that push off these men? she deserves to be eaten. Let's put it that way. I would let her go. I would let her be sacrificed. Oh.
What in the hell are you people doing? Run!
Run!
Get over here! Everyone, move this way! Quick, to the stairs! Move!
Yeah, there was a crazy achievement. It was something like, if I remember correctly, it was something like kill 53,000. Oh, you know what? Screw these people. If they're stupid enough to not think on their toes. Oh, yeah. Come on. These damn zombies. If those people weren't smart enough to get out while the going was good, then they deserve to die. It's interesting to see that there's quite a lot of loading screens. I would have thought they would have tried to kind of cut down them and make it a bit more kind of better, like make it flow better, not really always be constantly being kind of stuck in between a cutscene. You would think they would be able to, but obviously they didn't bother. Oh. Yeah, you're damn right.
What are you doing? The air ducts. They'll get us back into the mall, and apparently those things aren't smart enough to use the ducts.
Yeah, probably not. Let's hope anyway.
Wait a minute. You want to get back in there? What?
Yeah.
Hey.
Nice.
Hello.
Are you a photographer?
No.
As a matter of fact, I am. Frank West, photojournalist.
Could you show me some pictures, Frank?
I bet she's deleting all his photos.
Who are you guys anyway? And what are you? I took that one near the entrance. That guy do something?
Nope. Thanks for showing me, though.
Yeah.
Hey, we're not done talking yet.
But I have to say, the voice acting is pretty good in this. Done pretty well.
I'm Jesse. The man you saw earlier is Brad. That's all I'm authorized to tell you.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the first one was done by kind of a Japanese studio part, but I think after that, I think it changed to a US, a Canadian developer. It is. Let me have a little look. Capcom Vancouver. What about Dead Rising 3? That's Capcom Vancouver, yeah. So apart from that, who did Chop Till You Drop? Okay, that was the Japanese dev team. So really, apart from this and the Wii version, it's all been handled by Canadians. It's a bit of a shame that these parts aren't have voiceovers, just a bit of text, which is a bit annoying. And you know what? I need some food. Boom. All right, we'll take that with me. All right, let's get to the rooftop. Here we go. The good old zombie outbreak. You can't beat it. This was all before The Walking Dead.
Hey, anybody around?
Oh, hey. Hey, Jeff.
Jerk.
Jeff Meyer. Oh, here we go. Yeah, it's all about getting people to join you.
Mister!
Oh, here we go. Here's your wife, Jeff.
Come on.
Here we go. Now, what you should really do is get these people back into the hideout. Get them out. Come on, both of you. Oh, yes. A great weapon, but a very pointless weapon. And you really can't get too far away from the survivors, I'm pretty sure, when you want to go back into the security room. Otherwise you kind of ditch them, which is a bit annoying. There we go. Now we've got these people back into the safe house. Escort complete. Now let's get back to the dude. Alright, we want to go through here. Ding, come on. Yeah, definitely way too many loading screens. Here we go. See these bits. It's just like, it really should be bloody voiceovers. Obviously, their budget did not stretch that far to do voiceovers for everything. It really needs a sprint button.
Zombies, huh?
Yeah. What? That zombies would show up? Oh, you hear footsteps behind you. Bloody hell, you nearly got shot.
Sneak up on me.
Brad was attacked. I located him on the monitor.
It's probably just a sprain.
Or is it? Or is it more?
Done for.
All right, fine. Give me your gun. Come on. I'm the reason you just got hurt. Let me help.
No, I can't let a civilian do that. That's against regulations.
Civilian? Who are you?
Zombie-infested malls in mind when they wrote those regulations, kid.
You know how to use this?
Kinda.
Covered wars, you know.
Doesn't mean you know how to shoot a gun.
Look, after I'm through helping you, you and I are gonna have a nice little chat.
Yeah. Loading screen upon loading screen. Okay. Oh, here we go. Ah, you know what it really needs? Or it's auto aim. That's what it needs. Oh yeah, you get all. It's all about getting as much PP as possible. Bam. Oh. It's all about getting through these zombies. Oh yes, the toy shop. Yes. This is what I'm talking about. Now let's take it off because that just looks silly. Yeah, you could put it on the zombies. It was. Oh, and the CD weapon. This was brutal. See? Just see me take out those zombies. Well, this is what I'm on about. They're just like all the different types of things you could use as a weapon. And a lot are useless, I have to say. Most are probably useless. But some of them are just hilarious. And yeah, it's quite a big game, really. Alright, it's always good to have an extra handgun. And your weapons break if you don't know that. So you have to really be careful of how much you use a weapon because it will break. Now, if my memory serves me, there is one of these supposed psychos in there, but you don't want to go in there yet. We have to build up ourselves a little bit. And you have to always kind of like do this to try and build it because it gives you PP. I can't really remember what the PP stands for. So we're just going to call it photo points because that's what it probably means. I do remember there being some sort of golf cart or something out here. I cannot remember. It is here somewhere, and you can drive it round. It's great, but yeah, the controls in this game are pretty simple to get used to, but they're not kind of what you think of when you're fighting. Kind of used to certain buttons, but actually no, this probably actually is right with the control scheme of how it's mapped out. It is really missing a run button, a run feature. Maybe that's something you do or not. I cannot remember because that would make a lot of sense to have like a sprint feature and like an auto aim for when you're using like the gun. That's really needed. Oh, here we go. This is how we do it. We've got to clear this out.
Anyone there?
Oh, I need to drop it. Oh no, get off, get off. Ah, no. And that's the problem, when you're using your walkie-talkie, you cannot use any weapons. So it's really touch and go. You're just really wandering around trying to get to where you've got to go, and I really need some help badly. Oh, here we go. Oh, goddamn. Oh, it's this dude.
Your girlfriend sent me to find you. Who? Jesse? Damn it! Okay, we'll have to talk about this later. You know how to use that gun? I've never fired at a person.
Why not? You said you've been in war zones.
Just stick to the shadows. Try to get close to the target, okay? And what am I supposed to do when I get close?
Aim and pull that goddamn trigger.
Would be to shoot the guy. But if you can't do that, keep him busy dodging your bullets and stay out of trouble. Are you up to it? I'm a lot better with a camera. But yeah, I'll give it a shot.
A lot of people are, probably.
All right. Next time he reloads, I'll lay down a suppressing fire. I'm counting on you. Make your way over there. 1, 2.
Oh, I remember there's no real actual checkpoints. If you die, you kind of you go back to your previous checkpoint, if I remember correctly. Now, where's the? I can't get plastered. I need some food. Come on, come on, come on. There must be some food somewhere. Here we go. Come on. There we go, there we go. There's no like crawl type button. That was. Oi, calm down, sunshine. Yeah, that is the one of the features I did not like about this game. Was the kind of the whole aiming thing. It really kind of took you out of the action. Oh Jesus. No. So I kind of forgot about this game. It has a really kind of terrible save feature. You really have to save all the time in this game. Like, I mean, all the time. Because if you, especially at the beginning, if you don't save, then there's no checkpoints. You have to restart. But the interesting thing it does, whatever kind of status, like level you've received, you got up to, you can save that status and then use it to before you start a new playthrough, which is quite good. So you can slowly build yourself up, so you can have more health, this and that from the beginning, because you will do. There will be a lot of restarting this game. There will definitely be plenty of that. I know I did a lot of that when I first got this game. Yeah, it was a lot of restarting this and that, and it was a bit like, oh god. Again, from the beginning, there's a lot of rinse and repeat in this game. But that is also an annoying bit because it really kind of breaks your flow of playing the game. So that is rather annoying, I must really say. I personally think that's so annoying. But it's really, he has to call me now. But it's an alright mechanic. It's I think it's just because I think technically the game is pretty short. It's not a very long game, but there you go. I'm trying to see if I can catch him here. Come on. But yeah, that's the thing. I didn't make any save, so I've had to quickly try speed run all the way from the start of the game to here. What? How am I not hitting this guy? I'm just blowing him up with my pistol. I'm so killing him. Damn. Yeah, take that, Carlos. Oh, Carlito, sorry. But anyway, you have seen a very brief part of this game. There is quite a bit into this game. But I feel like I can give a pretty decent pretty decent final thoughts into this game. Because I played this when it originally came out, and I played it now, and you should be able to easily make your mind up if you want to play it. So, final thoughts now. Alright, let's start with graphics. I have to say I'm a little bit disappointed that it's not real. This is the problem with these remasters. It's just, making sure it runs at a certain like frames per second, or it reaches a certain resolution. Really, there's no real overhaul to the graphics at all, which is really quite a bit disappointing. I have to say the game does look it looks pretty good, with the style it is, but it's nothing great. Of when it was released, I would have liked to see it look a bit better. But it looks alright. Oh damn. Oh shh. But yeah, it's an alright looking game. I haven't seen really many kind of like crazy graphical issues. Nothing that wasn't probably there when it first came out. It is, a good 15 years old, this game now. So I think it's pretty solid in the graphical department. So right. Boom. Nearly taking out this guy. That's what I'm talking about. controls. The controls are pretty solid in this game. Once you kind of know what does what, you kind of it's just kind of really just getting used to them. Really, with you always. Yeah, the only thing that's really kind of a bit confusing is just getting used to remember like the left trigger is to aim your camera and the right trigger is to aim your weapon. You're usually used to like aiming your weapon with the left trigger. So it's a little bit they should have really done it where you have to press a different button to pull out your camera, really, instead of using the left trigger. The left trigger should have been aim and the right trigger should have been to fire or use your weapon. Could have been like that. You probably can change it in the might be something in the controls setup. I'm not too sure, but that's how it should have been. But everything else is pretty fine. Kind of it flows quite well. It kind of the actual characters. Frank West, he controls very well, very smoothly. Not many issues on my part, I have to say. One thing I kind of that does a little bug me is just the amount of text with no voice. Because the voice acting is pretty good in this game. It's pretty nice, but there's like no. You get so much text like popping up with the Otis on the walkie-talkie. Like it would have been kind of a bit better for it to be with some voiceover going along with that. It probably kind of make you kind of pay attention a bit more instead of having to stop and like kind of trying to read it while you're being surrounded by a bunch of zombies. I feel like that would have been much better. Oh yeah, damn right I am. That would have been a bit better, but you know what? I'm criticising a 15-year-old game, so there's plenty of games that do that with lots of text. They'll have voiceovers in the cutscenes and then no voiceovers in the game. It would just be text, so it is what it is. Probably would have been handy with the text, probably with that text that appears in game probably to be slightly bigger. I think I'm not sure if there's an option, but yeah. Performance, yeah, it's performing very well. I haven't seen any kind of slowdown or frame drops. I think it's they've done a pretty good remaster, but surely a game like this shouldn't really have any like problems with performance. There should be none of it. No drops in frames or anything really. There shouldn't be any problem. Oh crap! They got in. Gameplay. You know what? The gameplay in this is really good. It's just a lot of fun. Because you could just spend all your time just killing zombies. Really, you could just do that, utilizing all the different types of weapons that are kind of available to you. Some are absolutely pointless and do not do anything whatsoever. You just, some are pointless and some are not. And like here we go. Here is some not so pointless weapons. A sledgehammer, a chainsaw. This is excellent, but one kind of feature I haven't got around to seeing yet is basically the kind of weapon creation feature. Is where you get some weapons and you kind of put them together to make some sort of super weapon. That's what I haven't shown you at all in this game yet. Hopefully I might be able to show you soon, but the gameplay is great. It's fun to play, and there's a lot of replay for it in this game. I did say about the kind of the problem with the save feature, but it is. Well, we'll talk about it in a bit. But the whole kind of gameplay is great, and it is very much a fun game to play. The level design is very, very good. You've got this whole sprawling mall. There's so much to it and so much to see. It's actually quite unreal. They've done a very, very good job with kind of this whole mall. It makes you really think you're in this mall, got all these shops. You know, it's a bit of a shame you don't have access to every single store. That would be kind of like interesting if you could get into every store. It would be really interesting to have that. The character design is very good. You know, for their kind of, it isn't like a really ultra realistic style. It's got that kind of cartoony Japanese-esque, like it's got a slight realness but a slight kind of cartoonish look to it all, and it looks very well. And even in this remaster, all the characters look pretty well, and the zombies look really good when you get to see them. So yeah, I'm quite pleased with all that. It all looks nice. But let's talk about some of the things that really bug me. The save feature. The whole save feature mechanic. You really have to save a lot. Yeah, I understand that the whole, you know, yeah, if you die you can save all your status and restart, but it's just a bit like it really kind of slows you down, or it really slows the pace down of what you're trying to do and achieve. You're trying to get through the game, but it's not happening at all. Really, you just like if you die, then you kind of have to restart if you haven't saved properly. It's just a bit of a pain in the backside. Now, where the hell am I going? That's where I want to go. Cut from the same path. Okay, where's this one? See, look at this map. It's great. Yeah, and that is probably like the one thing which I do probably find a little bit annoying is the save feature. But I kind of understand why it is, and I think it does work when you really think about it. It does work. And if you die and you can restart, because the thing is, it's not a particularly long game in a way. You can technically take as long as you want, but whether you're trying to complete everything, that's another thing. And the other thing that really annoys me is all the goddamn loading screens. There's so many loading screens. Why didn't they just fix it so there was less? There's way too many loading screens. It kind of, oh my god. Jesus. I'm gonna really need some firepower. Gotta get out of here. Yeah, it's just too many loading screens, and it gets really, really annoying. Yeah, it's just how are you supposed to kind of really get into a game when you're constantly being battered by loading screen after loading screen after loading screen? It's like, oh god, very annoying. Okay, and you constantly get all these requests, and you always have to go into the shops to have a look and see what weapons are available. But now I'm on the hunt for some food because my health is low. My health is very, very low. Yeah, and also one thing about the controls. One thing that's bugging me: the sprint feature. Is there a sprint in this? There has to be a sprint somewhere in this game. It doesn't make sense not to have a sprint button. It kind of you would think so. You would like to think, but yeah. What else don't I like about it? There's nothing really much which is kind of jumping to my head, really. Modern business. Alright, so what's this? What's this modern business? Case file. Okay, it doesn't give you any kind of notice about these. That is probably slightly annoying that it doesn't tell you anything. Here we go, cut from the same cloth. What's it saying? Gold. Paradise Plaza. A young man who appears to be a photographer has been spotted wandering Paradise Plaza. Okay, where's Paradise Plaza? Okay, gotta get you downstairs. Yeah, but it is quite a fun game which you can spend a lot of time playing, and you could wind up spending so much time in this game you wouldn't get that bored, which is quite nice, because it's nice when you get these games and it's not going to bore you, because this is you definitely cannot get bored in this game. There is so much to it, and it is very challenging. If you're wanting it to be challenging, there's a lot of challenge here, and a lot of fun to be had. So, you know, I feel like I can give a decent thumb score for this game. So if I was to give this a thumb score, I feel like it's a pretty solid game that they've given us. You know, it's a shame on Capcom's part that it wasn't like properly remade. Maybe that might be something that will happen in the future. Fingers crossed. I kind of do actually really hope that one day we might get a proper remaster. Fingers crossed. There's a lot to this game. There's a lot of content, a lot of fun to be had. So if I want to give this a thumb score, I'm kind of caught between a one thumb up and a thumb and a half. I feel like it's better than a thumb up. There's a lot of fun here, and it is actually a really top quality game. So I feel like for Dead Rising, I'm going to give it a thumb and a half. It's a really good game. It's a shame that it wasn't like, it hasn't got a massive like graphical upgrade, but it's a really good game, and I really do hope Microsoft give us the other two Dead Rising games that they released, because I feel like they're equally. I know Dead Rising 2 is good, and off the record, I do have a digital copy of that on my PS3, and it would be nice to actually get all three of those games given to us. I would really enjoy that. Oh, here we go, save, boom, perfect. Yeah, fingers crossed they kind of do give us them all. Yeah, so yeah, Dead Rising, a thumb and a half from me. Really good quality game. Really recommend you to download it and play it, especially if you've never played this game. Maybe you played like one of the newer ones after it, but this was the original Dead Rising game, and it is top quality. And yeah, it's really enjoying it to kind of get back into it. I'm not sure how much I will play of it because I've got so much else to play, but now I've got a digital copy, even though I do have a physical copy, but I'm not close to my my physical copy, so I've got a digital copy now, so I can just play it whenever I want, which is excellent. So I plan on keeping this installed on the hard drive for when I do want to jump in and play it. I can just jump in and play it. So yeah, a very good addition to January's Games of Gold. So boom. Alright, let's end this video here. We've got one more game to go for January. Looking forward to playing it. So until then, I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Goodbye.